Muy buenas YouTube, muy buenas gente, ¿qué tal estáis? Sé que el que 82, como siempre, bienvenidos aquí a vuestra casa, al canal, bienvenidos aquí al patio de Winchester. Aquí estamos en los Pilares de la Tierra, otro capi más donde, bueno, vamos avanzando en cuanto a la historia, en cuanto a las historias de los diferentes personajes que interpretamos, como es el caso de Jack, como es el caso de nuestro prior Philip, el cual le veis ahí en pequeñito en vuestras pantallas. Y bueno, donde más he estado jugando pues ha sido con el prior Philip, y la verdad es que me encanta su personaje por el tema, ¿no?, de esa carisma que transmite, el tema de defender a los refugiados, ¿no?, a los refugiados que se vinieron del otro pueblo que atacaron las tropas de Hamlet, ¿no?, más o menos podríamos llamarle el tonto, ¿vale? El tonto este de Hamlet, que es de la casa, de una de las casas reales, y que ha atacado un pueblo donde estaban nuestros amigos Jack, Tom, Mary, ¿no?, y la madre de Jack. Y hemos ido a parar al monasterio del prior perdón, del prior Philip, ¿no? Y que, bueno, pese a lo que pasó en el capítulo del otro día, pues hemos parado aquí, y como veis aquí, tenemos que obligar al conde a confesar, a ver cómo lo hacemos. Así, gente, lo dicho, vamos a ello, como siempre, darle un buen pulgar para apoyar el canal, para apoyar el vídeo, como siempre, variedad, sencillez, todo lo que quiero e intento, pues, mostraros en el canal. Así que si os sentís identificados, sed bienvenidos, por supuesto, sed bienvenidos al canal, y suscribiros en caso de que os sintáis cómodos, si os identifiquéis con los valores del canal, pues muchas gracias. Y gente, los fieles, los que estéis ahí, muchísimas gracias por estar ahí, como siempre, durante este tiempo, durante estos años aquí en el canal, y sobre todo en este periodo de cuarentena, en esta pandemia donde todos ahora tenemos que apoyarnos unos a los otros. Así que muchísimas gracias, chicos, y vamos a ello. Bien, obliga al conde a confesar. Patio de Winchester. Vale, tenemos aquí esto. El obispo Henry dijo que una confesión de Bartolomeu podría ser porque esa nos da ayuda. Vale. Torre de homenaje. Mismo.
Ah, Philip, what is it?
Respecto a la confesión de Bartolomeu, terminar la conversación. Bueno, terminar.
Please excuse me. Of course.
Vale. Otro grupo de nobles. ¿Dónde están los nobles?
Percy Hamley will have the earldom of Shiring.
But would he make a good Earl?
Who cares? Stephen wanted the throne for 20 years. Now that he has it, he must be loyal to those who are loyal to him.
Who knows? Maybe Percy will make a good Earl.
From what I've heard, Lady Hamley pulls the strings.
Interesante. Espera.
Bishop Henry said Bartholomew is in the jail. Where was that again?
Vale, las mazmorras. Grupo de caballeros. A ver.
Bartholomew and his followers would have only been the first wave. Robert of Gloucester remains and he will attack.
And that's what you keep telling us. Maybe because the king likes to hear that you share his worries about Robert of Gloucester.
Robert of Gloucester wants to see his sister on the throne. He will attack. And the Welsh will fight on his side. You mark my words.
Vale.
Bishop Henry said Bartholomew.
Vale, tenemos que ir a las mazmorras. Torre del homenaje. Estará en la torre. Portón del castillo.
No, I won't just leave. I must do something to help our priory.
Vale. Fondo del patio. Vaya. Mira quién está ahí.
How could you let her get away? That little bitch.
I will find her, Mother. She was here? Why?
To see her father, of course. But that won't help her. She has already made a fool of you once. Don't let it happen again.
No, Mother.
Ay, William. Vale, Lord y Lady Hamley. Carcelero.
Good day.
You come to visit someone in my jail, Father? Or do you want to pick out a nice warm cell for yourself?
How dare you?
Oh, I'm just pulling your leg. See? A smile. Just for you, Father.
Vale.
Bishop Henry sends me.
The bishop, eh? What does he want?
He wants me to talk to Bartholomew of Shiring.
Bartholomew of Shiring. It's only Bartholomew now.
Bien, estamos
This
dentro.
is fourth day without bread. Soon he won't even be Bartholomew anymore.
Bien, 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 estamos dentro, estamos dentro. Calabozo.
Bartholomew. I am Brother Philip.
¿Podríais perdonar a quien esté de 8 años? Soy el culpable de vuestro sino. Vamos a culparnos.
We have never met, but I am responsible for your fate.
No one ever chose my fate for me. I choose my fate.
¿Merece la pena morir por vuestra conspiración? ¿Por qué traicionasteis al rey?
Why did you go against the king?
Stephen sent you. Why would you side with the usurper?
Si habláis puede que os traigan comida. Me han pedido que os haga confesar. No.
If you talk, they might bring you food.
La hemos cagado, la hemos cagado.
You are not the first to offer me that. Why should I confess to you?
Soy el responsable que estéis preso. Mi priorato ha brindado asilo a vuestros plebeyos.
Your people found refuge in my priory. Your confession will help me to give them work and shelter.
I have no sins to confess. My only regret is that I failed.
I will not tell the king that. They will kill you.
They have already done that. Monk, tell them that I confessed.
To what?
All of it. Treason.
But
The son shall not suffer for the iniquity of the father. Tell Stephen that as well.
you know the scripture.
Richard and Aliena, my children, they must live.
Bartolomé confesó, pero pidió clemencia para sus hijos. Vale, pues a ver qué podemos hacer. A ver qué podemos hacer.
And a good day to you too, father.
Vale, aquí también hay cositas, ¿eh? Ah, no, pensé que había esto que era un papel. Oye, si hablamos con el tonto de William Hamley... No, no nos deja. No, no nos deja. Vale, pues vamos allá.
Until then, they won't allow a simple monk like me into the keep. Tomorrow.
Mañana, vale. Vamos a hablar con el obispo. Bartolomé ha confesado. Respecto a la confesión... Vale, he confesado.
He confessed to everything, but he asks for clemency for his children.
Good. I will let my brother know what we have achieved today once he returns from the hunt.
Good, Philip. You did well.
Respecto a los hijos...
About Bartholomew's children.
My brother was never one to judge a man by the deeds of his father. Still, I shall mention Bartholomew's request to him.
No sé si se lo va a trasladar, ¿eh? No me fío de estos. Terminar.
Please excuse me.
Bartolomé confesó que pero pidió clemencia para sus hijos. ¿Y ahora qué hago?
Tomorrow.
No. No.
Please excuse me.
I hope the confession will motivate the king to help Kingsbridge. I hope the
Vale, ¿qué tenemos que hacer ahora? Encuentra otras formas de ayudar a Kingsbridge. Vale, otras formas. Portón del castillo, me parece que no, ¿eh? No tenemos que irnos, no tenemos que irnos.
I must do something.
No. Vale, fondo del patio, otra vez. Ah, vale, aquí. A Lord Lady. Vale.
It's about time you showed up.
Huh? Regan Hamley? We have not been formally introduced.
You are a fool. Is that formal enough for you, monk? You don't understand any of this, do you? It's as if you've never set a single foot outside your little priory. Unbelievable.
How can I help you, Lady Hamley?
How you let yourself be used by those two greedy bishops, I'll never know. Waleran wants the lands of the earldom for himself. Henry knows that. Say
Poner en duda sus
something.
palabras.
You don't believe me, do you, monk?
Why would Waleran bring me then?
To plead his case. If Stephen had not believed him, Waleran would have sent you forward.
Pedir pruebas.
I know you don't trust me, but your bishops are no different from me.
Do you have a way to prove any of this?
Ride with my son, William. Just a few hours. I will prove to you that Waleran will betray you.
All right. I will ride with your son, if only to prove you wrong.
Very well. Maybe you're not a fool, after all. But do not let the bishops see you. William?
What?
Ride with Father Philip. Do as I said.
Vas a ver tú ahora. A ver ahora esto. ¿Cómo va? Vale.
William Hamley declined to tell me where we were heading. He enjoyed keeping me in the dark and forcing me to follow his lead. Sometimes he sped ahead on his war horse, and it took me some effort to catch up. But sooner or later he would stop and wait, sneering as I rejoined him. On one occasion, he stood there urinating against a rock. When I caught up with him, he turned without covering himself. He found my shock at his shameful behavior comical. He laughed, got back into the saddle, spurred his horse, and rode off. Again, I followed, hoping this journey had not been another horrible mistake.
Madre mía. Vale, vámonos. Sí.
Near a bridge, I found William with a group of washerwomen. He was shouting at them. When I arrived, I could only hear their replies. They said that they had not seen a girl or a boy fitting his description. A younger, blonde woman said that even if she had seen the girl, she would not tell him. Apparently, she had heard of William Hamley.
Vale.
William grabbed the startled-looking woman by the arm. He shoved his right hand under her skirt. She started crying.
Qué cabrón.
The other women asked William to stop, but were afraid to anger him. William turned and grinned when he saw me approaching.
Qué cerdo, tío. Es que vaya tío. Vaya tío más cerdo. Reprendí el camino sin pronunciar palabra. Le dije a William que se subiera al caballo. No.
When he heard my words, William's grin faded. He pushed the young woman away. The other women looked at me in a strange way. They must have asked themselves why a monk would ride with such a man as William. We rode off, and William stared at me full of spite.
Oye, pues que me mire con el desprecio que quiera. A ver, yo no voy a consentir que este tío pues haga eso con las lavanderas, joder.
I told him I pitied him. I did not tell him why, because I had no words for it. We did not talk after that. Not for a long time.
El silencio no duró mucho tiempo. Vale. Vamos allá.
William talked to more strangers along the way. First, I believed he was asking for directions. Then I realized that money was changing hands. William was paying these people for information. I was glad that for now he had lost interest in hurting others. Then I saw an old woman pointing William to a bearded man on a horse.
Vale.
William called the man a horse thief. Then he grinned and signaled the puzzled man to get on his horse and ride with him. They rode faster and faster, and I could not hear what more they talked about.
Acercarse para escuchar mejor. Mantener las distancias. Es que me da a mí que si me acerco para escuchar... Mantener las distancias.
I could not hear much. It seemed the man had agreed on a deal with William. He received a handful of coins, and before he rode off north, I believed I heard the two mention a name. Aliena. And I prayed that whatever William's plan was, that it would fail.
Vale. Es que, a ver, si hubiese elegido lo de escuchar más cerca, me parece a mí que a lo mejor dice, me han pillado o algo así. No sé.
Then William waved at me to ride faster. I reckoned we had to be close to where Lady Hamley wanted us to go. Not long after, my stomach turned as I realized just where exactly we were bound.
Y cuando lo hice el estómago se me hizo un nudo. Vale. Llegada al palacio del obispo. Muy bien. Vamos allá. A ver qué pasa. Palacio del obispo.
Just a moment.
What?
You know very well that Bishop Waleran is in Winchester now. So what are we doing here?
No idea. Mother never tells me anything. She treats me and Father like damn children. It's a wonder Father ever got to fuck her in the first place. But here I am, and I'm starving. Damn, I'm starving.
Joder, qué tío más gilipollas es este William.
Where are you going?
In there?
No.
I'm sure the bishop would want to see me well fed. We won't be staying long, so whatever it is you gotta do it fast.
How can I help you?
How about you step aside?
Y se aparta. Madre, vaya tío más pringao. ¿Por qué no se envió Rick and Hamley hasta aquí? ¿Qué secreto oculta Warren? ¿Qué secreto? Palacio. Caballo. ¿Qué tengo que hacer?
William forgot to close his saddlebag.
Carta extraída. Examinar. William, entiendo vuestra preocupación. Matar es pecado, y el infierno guarda a los pecadores. Pero ¿cómo puede ser pecado matar en nombre de Dios y de la Iglesia? En una guerra santa vuestra espada es la espada de Dios. Al igual que el arma que empuña cada valeroso caballero que se une a nuestras cruzadas en Tierra Santa, su armadura es la fe, y sus pecados serán perdonados. Sois la espada de Dios, y como obispo, yo soy la mano del Señor. Mientras la mano guíe la espada, vuestros pecados serán absueltos. Obispo, Waleran Bigoth. Vale. Pony, a ver qué... No sé.
Whoever is righteous has regard for the life of his beast.
Vamos un momento al pony. No sé, pues si hay que hacer algo. Vale, para hacerle una caricia, ¿no? Sí.
What are we doing here? What am I asking you for? You just did what you were told.
Vale. Puerta.
I shouldn't even be here.
No debería estar aquí. Vale, a ver, yo creo que aquí hay cosas, ¿eh? Caballo.
This can't be it.
No puede ser, vale. A ver, tiene que haber por aquí alguna cosita, alguna puerta, alguna entrada lateral. Algo por aquí. Empalizada, aquí, empalizada. ¿Qué es esto? Ah, sí, se puede ir por aquí. Perfecto. Camino. ¿Sigue? Figuras en la niebla. ¿Qué es eso? Figuras en la niebla. Waleran tiene su propia obra. ¿Qué estará construyendo? ¿Qué secreto esconde Waleran? Vale, obras.
Is this why Regan Hamley thinks that Waleran wants the lands of Shiring for himself? He is the bishop. He can do as he pleases. Perhaps he's just building a guest house. No, it is too big for that. What in the name of Christ is he building out there?
Es demasiado grande, sí.
I have to find out more. I have to.
Vale, vale, vale. Eso.
The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of who?
¿Quién podrá alimentarme? Vale, obras.
What in the...
Vale, me parece que ya no más, ¿no? Camino. Vale, yo creo que ya... La palabra de Dios... nada más, yo creo que aquí nada más. Obras... Obras, vale, nos vamos. Vale, tenemos que hacer cosillas, ¿eh? Vale, ya salió. A ver, ¿qué pasa aquí? Vamos a hablar aquí con el sirviente del obispo.
You, please.
¿Qué pasa?
You were here before, weren't you? Yes. I remember you. Philip, isn't it?
¿Sí?
Yes.
Please, you have to help me.
Vale, seguro que la ha liado. El William es del aliado. Va, mira. Aposentos, mira qué cabrón.
What happened?
He forced me to serve him food. He took the Lord's name in vain. And he pushed me and touched me.
Oh, God.
¿Qué problemas nos va a traer este tío?
Ah, the monk. Oh. Did the boy call you? So what? Did he ask you for help?
No ha hecho falta que me dijera nada.
Did he come running to...
He didn't have to say anything. I knew you would get us in trouble.
Trouble? Me? We're young men, he and I play rough. So what? I asked you to leave.
And that is what we will do. What will the bishop think of your behavior?
Listen, we're all on the same side here.
We are not.
You, me, him, we're all working for the bishop. He won't mind. I play rough, so what?
Un poco, dice. Un poco. Un poco tosco, dice.
We are all men of God. Well, I'm a man. I don't know.
How are you working for the bishop?
You already forgot. I found you, back in Kingsbridge, when I escorted him.
You did not find me.
The bishop and I got talking. We have an understanding.
An understanding about what?
I took Earl's castle for him.
Your parents agreed to arrest Bartholomew because they wanted his earldom.
Who cares what they think? I felled Bartholomew's men with my sword. The old man was begging me for his life. On his knees, he begged me. I did it for the bishop.
What?
But hey, I'm sure you did great things for him as well.
Qué cabrón. Es hora de que nos marchemos. Me dais lástima.
He's
Vámonos.
too fat.
It is time to leave.
Is it? This is the second time you've spoken to me as if I was some snot-nosed child. Get on your horse. Come on, say it again. I would have fucked that woman if it hadn't been for you.
And what would that have achieved?
She'd have learnt her lesson. And don't you think I noticed how you spied on me and that horse thief? I should kill you for that. I should. Let me tell you, I will fuck Bartholomew's whore of a daughter. I will fuck her good.
Qué cabrón
I'm a
eres.
man.
Qué cerdo eres, tío.
I'd fuck the boy if that was the only way to put him in his place. Hell, he looks like he'd enjoy it too.
No sois un hombre, sois un animal. No sois, ni siquiera Dios podría perdonar esos pecados.
Not even God would forgive those sins.
Of course he would. He already did. The bishop told me. Then the bishop is wrong. Hey, we're on the same side here. Now, we will stay here a while longer, as I've not finished eating. Shit.
Haz que William se vaya, Timothy. Vamos a ver.
Tell me, what is being built out there?
What?
A substantial construction is underway, it seems.
Yes, but...
What is it?
A castle. The bishop is building a castle.
Vale, William está construyendo un castillo y se ha quedado sin recursos. Vale.
A castle? Why a castle?
I don't know. It is not for me to ask or question the bishop.
Of course.
And I doubt it's for you to question him either.
Vale.
I can't let anyone know what Waleran and Henry tried to do. I doubt anyone would even be surprised. What a fool I was.
Pues sí. A ver, tú. ¿Nos podemos hablar con él?
We should leave.
I'm not done here yet. We stay.
Nos quedamos. Plato sucio. Cuchillo. Vale. William clavó su cuchillo en la mesa. ¿Y si esto lo vio el obispo? Mesa.
If the bishop finds out about this, he will not be pleased.
Plato sucio. Un plato grasiento. Parece que William lo tiró sin más. Copa volcada. Vale, me parece que algo tenemos que hacer, sí. A lo mejor tenemos que hacerle algo para que se vaya de aquí. Señalar el relieve a William.
Throw them into the blazing furnace, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
What?
Hell. It is a depiction of hell.
The bishop said the relief intimidates even his most impious visitors. They all fear death. I'm not afraid to die. Do not fear those who kill the body. Rather fear him who can destroy both soul and body in hell. Who's he?
The devil. A fallen angel.
I have nothing to be afraid of. The cowardly, the unbelieving, the vile, the murderers, the sexually immoral, those who practice magic arts, the idolaters and all liars. Their souls are the devil's. They will all go to hell. Stop it! Hell is far away. I'm not afraid.
No tengo miedo. No sé, tío. ¿Y si hacemos esto?
I better put it back and tidy up the table. No. I better put the plate back on the bit.
No entiendo esto.
No, I should put it back on the table. No, I should put it back. No, I better... No, I better put...
A ver, dejamos el plato. William clavó su cuchillo en la mesa. Sí, ¿y esto lo vio el obispo? Vale. Así sí, mucho mejor. Ay, no lo pillo esto, no lo pillo. Mejor. Logro desbloqueado, todo en orden. O sea, mira, hay un logro para estas cosas.
Has Bishop Waleran ever shown you the scripture?
He told me of it. What do you think?
¿Qué os parece? A ver, dejar que William contemple el fuego.
And if anyone's name was not found written in the book of life, he was thrown into the lake of fire.
What's that? It's from the scripture. The end of days.
The second death of the sinners.
Bishop Waleran said that if a sinner stares into the flame, The devil stares back from the lake of fire.
What?
I can't see him. What is it?
We ride back to Winchester.
Bien,
Now.
bien. Te has cagado vivo. Que es una nenaza, William. Vale, vale, bien, bien.
What happened?
Maybe he saw things to come.
Good. Now you leave as well. That man, William, had no idea why you two came here, had he? You came here to spy on the bishop. You brought this man here. Leave. Go.
Tío, encima que te he venido a ayudar, te he ayudado y encima me lo encaras, joder, que tío. Más tarde, de vuelta.
There you are. My son seemed thoughtful when he returned.
You priests and your talk. You always get to him.
He seemed more excited after talking to your bishop, though. Then again, we know Waleran is good with words. Don't we, my husband?
Of course, yes.
Speaking of Waleran, what did you find, monk?
Titubear. Unas obras. Unas obras.
A construction site.
Ah. So Waleran has a building project of his own. Did you also find out what he is building?
A castle.
Yes. He is building a castle for himself. And he used up every stone and every tree on his own lands. He claims he wants Bartholomew's land for your cathedral. But what Waleran wants is a castle.
He's always been like that.
Not long ago, you doubted my word. Do you still doubt me now, Father?
What do you want from me?
As Prior of Kingsbridge, you will agree that my husband shall have the whole earldom of Shiring.
And why would I do you a favor like that?
Because we will support the rebuilding of your cathedral with our stones and our timber.
The king can live up to all of his promises, and Waleran gets nothing.
That is our offer. What do you say?
No sé, ¿eh? No sé. Declinar una oferta para negociar. Declinar. No. No.
No, we have no deal.
Why not?
We made you a good offer.
Vuestra oferta no alcanza mis pretensiones. Sí.
Your offer is not enough. The king still considers giving all the lands of the earldom to Waleran to rebuild our cathedral. You need this deal with me just as much as I do.
This is... Oh,
Lo siento.
you taught this fool well, it seems.
What are your terms, father?
Dividir el condado. Marcharse sin sellar el trato. Dividirlo.
What is more valuable, arable land or forest?
Arable land, of course.
Then you shall have the arable and I'll have the forest.
I need the forest to hunt. An earl must have his hunting grounds.
You can hunt there. I just want the timber for my cathedral.
Exacto.
Which do you want, the cattle pastures or the sheep grazings?
The pasture.
Then I'll have the hill farms with their sheep. Would you like the income from markets or the quarry?
Suppose we said the quarry.
You won't, though, will you?
No. We'll take the markets. You can have the stones.
It is agreed, then?
We have a pact.
Bien.
My husband will let the king know of our agreement. Bishop Waleran will be quite surprised. You will see his true face when he does not get what he wants.
Logro desbloqueado. El arte de la negociación. Vale, habla con los obispos. Vamos a ver. Vamos a hablar con los obispos, a ver qué me dicen. Abandonar el castillo y regresar mañana. Mencionar el castillo para provocar a Walera. Espera, espera. Abandonar el castillo y regresar mañana. Mencionar el castillo para provocar a Walera. Abandonarlo. Sí. De momento nada.
Yes, there is not much a monk can do here.
Yes, your bishop and I will do what we can to help your priory.
De momento sí. Lo voy a dejar así.
My loyal subject, Percy Hamley, today becomes the Earl of Sharing. Of the former Earl's possessions, Percy shall have the castle. And all the land that is tenanted to knights, plus all other arable land and low-lying pasture.
I swear by all that is holy to be your liegeman, and to fight for you against any other.
My king...
Ah, yes. Of course, I have not forgotten the worries of my bishops. The Earl of Sharing himself, Percy here, solved this problem for me. Thanks to him, I can uphold my promise. Don't worry, Bishop Waleran. Kingsbridge shall be rebuilt.
Bien, bien.
Percy told me of a man here whom my brother has not yet introduced. Come forward, Prior.
Majestad. Aquí estamos.
My brother, may I present to you Philip of Gwynedd?
My king.
You seem afraid. What are you worried about?
Mostrar inquietud por la catedral, mostrar inquietud por el hábito sucio, mostrar inquietud por Robert de Gloucester, negar la inquietud. Sí.
I'm worried about my priory and the cathedral.
I heard about the fire. How are you managing?
On the day of the fire, God sent us a builder, but we cannot pay him.
Don't worry, you can. Now, about the arrangement between you and Percy Hamley. He insisted that I give the sheep grazings belonging to the former Earl to the Priory of Kingsbridge. The Priory will also have the right to take stone from the Earl's quarry and timber from his forest. I wholeheartedly agree with the plan you two have devised. It shall be done.
Muy bien.
Thank you.
Thank you, my lord.
It seems unnecessarily complicated to give the land to the bishop. Percy told me that you, Father Philip, share that sentiment. He told me it was your idea to take up the burden of managing the rebuilding of the cathedral yourself.
Wonderful.
I'm glad that we all were able to help you, Bishop Waleran, in this pressing matter. After all you have done for me.
Thank you, Lord King.
Bartholomew lost everything in his attempt to end my reign. This morning he was found dead in his cell.
Vaya.
I've heard that you, Prior, worry for his children, Richard and Aliena.
Ha muerto, tío.
While they shall lose their status, their name, and their land, they shall go free, wherever they are.
You must be very proud, Lady Hamley.
Of course. Father Philip has been very understanding in all this.
Yes, he is remarkable. Very remarkable.
My husband and I were terrified when we heard about the fire in Kingsbridge. It is a blessing that we can help him and his priory now.
You sowed the wind, Philip.
¡Uy! ¡Uy, por Dios! ¡Qué miedo! ¡Dios mío! El obispo nos ha amenazado. Nos ha amenazado. Seguro que habremos hecho algo mal. A ver, tus acciones. Fuiste a ver a Bartolomé al calabozo. Fuiste al palacio del obispo con William y revelaste el secreto de Waleran. El siervo del obispo Waleran desconfía de ti. Parece que la cagamos. O no me di cuenta, pero bueno. Llegaste a un acuerdo de lo más lucrativo con los Hamley. El obispo Waleran cree que lo has traicionado. Chico. Eso es lo que cree. Pero gente, vamos a dejarlo aquí, no, vamos al siguiente. Vale. No sé, algo hemos hecho mal seguro. Algo hemos hecho mal. Capítulo 7. Unas semanas más tarde.
Is everyone ready?
Yes, everyone will be there. I don't see why I have to come.
Listen, I know you were the one who stole the keys. Philip knows that as well, but he never told anyone, not even Remigius. We believe you can do better. You will do better. The least you can do now is show respect for our prior. Is that understood, Brother Marcus?
Yes.
What was that?
Yes, of course.
Al final lo sabíamos, que era él.
But how are we to pray and contemplate like this? I don't dare even to send my choir out there.
We shall get used to it, all of us.
We must be thankful for all of this, for each noise, each face that disturbs us here.
We shall start with the chancel, then gradually work our way from east to west. That's the way it's done, the way I was taught to do it.
I value your enthusiasm, my dear Mason, but so far we're only cleaning up. I haven't even considered hiring a master builder yet, neither you nor anyone else.
May I show you some drawings?
By all means.
Vale. A ver. ¿Qué es esto? Alzado.
You look here first. Imagine you're standing in the center of the nave, looking at the wall. This is what you see.
Are those windows?
Right, but that's not all.
El triforio, ¿no?
On top are the clear-story windows. On the lowest level are the pillars of the arcade. They're joined by arches making up the bays. Through the archways you can see the windows in the aisle. Shall I go on?
Yes, of course. I was just thinking. Keep going.
Resumen. Vale. Planta.
When we walk around the site, we mark where the walls will be, the pillars, the doors, and buttresses. Now for that, we need a plan like this, to tell us where to place our pegs and string.
Is this how birds would see our church?
Exactly.
Nave.
The nave is on the left. It has 6 bays.
And the chancel?
The chancel will have 4 bays.
Se lo piensa. Venga, Philip. Sí.
I can see the transept is 2 bays wide, so it will be 12 in total. It does look splendid, but isn't that rather small?
¿Podéis permitiros algo mayor? Sería más pequeña, pero no por ello es menos imprudente. Vale.
It would be smaller, but not less impressive.
I guess a small cathedral would be closer to our means. It is still also uncertain. The king grants us timber and stone and wool from Shiring's pastures. But only God knows if it will be enough. I don't suppose you have any idea how much this would cost.
Por lo menos 3.000 libras. Yo qué sé. Es que no lo sé, tío. Optimista. No sé, tío.
I know exactly how much this would cost. It would be no more than £3,000.
I've spent the last few weeks working out the annual income of the Priory. Here's the answer. £300 a year. And we spend every penny. Go on now, show me the rest of your drawing.
Vale, vamos allá. Vale, en la sección, ¿no? Planta. La planta ya está. Alzado. Vale, la sección.
If you were facing the cathedral with the front wall torn down, you would see it like this.
Interesting. What's that? Coming out from above the entrance?
Por encima de la entrada, la torre.
That's the tower, of course.
I thought so, but why is it right above the nave? Shouldn't it be closer to the transept?
Oh, don't be fooled. The tower is, of course, farther back, but one can't show depth in a drawing.
Ah, of course.
Ujú.
How high will it be?
3 medias partes de altura de la nave, el doble de alto que el resto. Y yo qué sé, tío. ¿Qué altura os gustaría que tuviera?
How high would you like it to be?
Oh, I am not looking for another Tower of Babel. Just for something modest, yet awe-inspiring. Tell me more about the nave.
Vale, la nave.
The nave will be about 32 feet high and will appear even higher.
Drawing the eye heavenward with its loftiness.
Well said. A chamber worthy of God.
I always wondered how walls this high could hold up so well.
Naves laterales.
You recognize the aisles?
Of course. I've been in quite a few churches in my time.
Did you know then that their purpose is to support the nave?
Fascinating. I must say, you do know your craft, Master Builder.
Nave, torre... Techo. ¿Techo?
That is only for the Lord to know.
Cimientos.
The walls of the nave are held by the aisles and buttresses bearing the pressure from the side.
Very interesting. What about the other drawings?
¿Qué hay de los otros dibujos?
No cathedral could stand without...
Yes, you mentioned that.
Let me know when you've decided on the tower's height.
Well, first, I have to decide if you are even the right man for the job, haven't I?
Planta. Es que no sé, algo de la planta dijo.
I haven't told you everything about the floor plan yet.
Vale. No os lo he dicho todo, la nave.
Is there anything more you want to know about the nave?
No.
Transepto.
Here, you can see the transept.
I noticed, yes. It is remarkable how much you can
Thank you, Father. I understand the chancel is very important. I can assure you it will be beautiful.
You can read my mind, Master Builder. Go on.
Prosigue. Es que, tío, estamos hablando aquí de todo.
If you have no concerns regarding the transept, I would like to move on.
By all means.
Vale. Resumen, nave, transepto... Yo creo que ya está. La nave... Sí. Resumen. A ver, cosas que aquí no he visto, ¿eh? El alzado. Creo que del alzado falta algo.
The clear story makes up 2/3 of the upper half. It's important that the wall is well proportioned to hold and to look...
Vale. Galería.
Starting right in the middle is the tribune gallery.
I can see you have put a lot of thought into this. I was just wondering... How long would this take to build? You can take your time with that answer.
Ostras, yo qué sé, tío. Con 60 albañiles entre 8 y 10 años. Ostras, tío. Y yo qué sé. Vamos a decirle 60.
Well, that depends on how many people you employ. If you can afford 60 masons, you could build the whole church at once instead of working from east to west. That might take 8 years, maybe 10.
I wish my monastic officials had your ability to think ahead and calculate.
Oof.
So, I need to find £200 a year. It doesn't sound so bad when you put it that way. You really want to build this cathedral yourself, don't you?
Yes, Father. I want you to appoint me Master Builder.
Why?
Porque quiero usar mis habilidades, porque he visto auténticas chapuzas, porque da sentido a la vida de un hombre, porque será hermosa. Vale.
Because he wants to teach people all.
Is that so? Then answer me this one last question. If people were to enter your church, what image would they see crowning the tympanum above the entrance?
¿Qué imagen se encontraría?
One of Judgment Day to teach people to be good? Or one of Paradise to remind them of God's mercy?
Hombre, la misericordia, ¿no?
Show them hell, so that they're afraid to do bad things. I'd rather see trees and animals.
Advertirles del juicio, la misericordia.
It should be the promise of a better life. Therefore, it will show heaven.
Yes.
Sí.
This is quite exciting, isn't it, brother?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Francis.
I'm just glad that I can be a part of this. In the past year, I was often afraid that my involvement in politics might turn out... well... let's just say that I'm glad that I can still be by your side, Philip. And for that, I thank God. And I thank you too.
De nada.
Papa, will there be statues inside? Statues?
Oh. That's enough, children. It's time you went out and played.
Maybe. Perfecto.
Prior.
Yes?
My first wife, Agnes. She died without a priest, and she's buried in unconsecrated ground. Sometimes a man builds a chapel, or founds a monastery, in the hope that in the afterlife God will remember his piety. I just wonder, do you think my design might serve to protect Agnes's soul?
God no longer asks for blood sacrifices, for the ultimate sacrifice has already been made. But the lesson of Abraham's story is that God demands the best we have to offer, that which is most precious to us. So you must ask yourself, is this design the best thing you could offer?
Pues sí, porque se lo prometimos.
Except for my children. Yes.
Then rest easy, Tom Builder. God will accept it.
Se lo prometimos antes de morir, que haríamos una catedral hermosa. Acordaros de aquella conversación que tuvimos con Agnes. Se lo prometimos. Bien, contrato de colaboración. Ahí está, examinar. Vamos a ver. Yo, Philip de Gimble, en representación del Priorato de Kingsbridge, nombro a Tom Builder maestro constructor de la Catedral de Kingsbridge. El Priorato proporcionará 200 libras al año en concepto de materiales y artesanos. Los plazos de construcción se ajustarán en consecuencia y deberán adherirse a los planos aprobados por el prior. Bueno, no sé si esto lo cumpliremos, ¿eh? A cambio de su labor, Tom Builder y su familia podrán hacer uso de una vivienda privada y alimentarse en los comedores del priorato. El contrato queda sujeto a cambio en la tesorería del priorato e incluye la posibilidad de una futura compensación monetaria por la labor desempeñada por el maestro constructor. Firmado Prior Philip Builder, Tom Builder. Vale. A ver qué pasa. Vale, ahí está Tom. Perfecto, pues chicos, punto de guardado. Vale, punto de guardado, lo dejamos aquí. Perdonad que esto haya durado pues más de lo esperado, pero ya sabéis, el tema de conversaciones y bueno, y que te mantiene en un momento un poco enganchado, ¿no? Para saber el tema de las corrupciones, el tema de nuestro asunto con el obispo, ¿no? Con William Henley, con sus padres, el tema del conde, que ya sabéis, bueno, y luego Bartolomeo, que murió en las mazmorras. No sé, y además yo creo que hemos hecho algo mal. Me parece que hice algo mal. El tema de las negociaciones, bien. Pero lo del tema del obispo me parece que me equivoqué. O no me enteré de cómo iba la fiesta, de algo de que no teníamos que haber mencionado los planes o algo así. Pero bueno, a ver en qué queda todo, chicos. Ya sabéis que esto va de decisiones. No siempre lo podemos hacer todo perfecto. Pero gente, así es. Así que gente, lo dejamos aquí, en Winchester, en las afueras. Y aquí estamos con Jack, ¿vale? Pero lo dejaremos para el siguiente capítulo. Así que, gente, espero que os haya gustado y ya sabéis qué hacer. Lo de siempre, como siempre, un buen pulgar hacia arriba si moló, o hacia abajo si no, y si me queréis dar pues ese apoyo, que como siempre os agradecería un montonazo, pues suscribiros al canal. Nada más, gente, como siempre, un fuerte beso y abrazo a todos y a todas, muchas gracias de nuevo por estar ahí en el canal, y nos vemos en el próximo capi aquí, los Pilares de la Tierra. Nada más, cuidaros, chao.